Good afternoon, lovers and lovies. This one, sex before wedding. Now, some of you understand that our world is changing rapidly fast. And in our world, and when we watch Nollywood, Hollywood, Bollywood, or Zamhood or Zimhood, whatever the hood, we are discovering that there is some sort of express sex reformations going on. Somehow the media and as well as the film industry are trying to convince us that quick sex is lovelier and sweeter than pretend sex or even real sex in marriage. So I wrote this little book. By the grace of God, it's now a bestseller on Amazon. Now, what is the reason why I wrote this book? The title is appropriate. It is Sex Before Wedding. See, I didn't say sex before marriage for a reason. It's because sex before wedding has got two important T's. I call them T's: time, truth, and trust. Now, some people may not say this because it is sometimes taboo in our society, especially in some cultures. But how many marriages pretend that they were faithful to each other until the wedding day? In fact, nowadays it's becoming surreptitiously very common that couples want to try and test each other before they get into holy matrimony, as it is called. But you see, what is unsaid and untold is what I give you in this little book. Okay, that is the gist of this little book. Is that society tries to pretend. It doesn't matter whether it is in the Oriental culture, Eastern culture, Western culture, African culture, or other cultures. Sex before wedding destroys many things. In fact, the first thing it does destroy happens even before the wedding itself. Trust. Couples don't trust each other. Now, when they get into marriage, then they experience truth. Because at that time, there are only the two of them in the bedchamber. And then the woman's mind and the man's mind start to revert. What did we do before we came here? And get it, wisdom is more important than agency. I repeat, wisdom is more important than agency. That woman is going to be your wife. That man is going to be your husband. If you don't show them before marriage that you can be self-controlled, they will have a very difficult task to believe in you when in marriage, that you can trust them, or they can trust you when you are on vacation or job assignment or out of town. So, although our contemporary times and media and all those that are giving us images, they're trying to portray that chastity, virginity, and keeping ourselves pure is of old-fashioned, but it's because most of the time they've already messed up. That's why they run very quickly to condemning those ideal ancient triages, because they know that probably they didn't do it well. So this book doesn't only say that, it also gives you ideas how to fix trust, time, and truth if those have been compromised before the wedding. Get this little book. It is important before you go into those holy nuptials and say, yes, I do. And it is also equally very important once you are inside of that marriage. It can strengthen it, build it, and make you happy again. Now, if you ignore what is written in this book, you might have damaged chaos or even failure in articulating and consummating the real feelings of love in marriage. Sex before wedding, the triple trilemma, is Amazon's bestseller now. Thank you.